An unexpected find on an Oregon beach. A rare longnose Lancetfish washes ashore. Let's deep dive.
Okay, let's jump into this. It's kind of wild, right? Someone just walking along an Oregon beach, and bam, there's this nearly 5 foot long fish just lying there.
Yeah, totally bizarre. And not just any fish.
No, exactly. This long-nosed lancetfish looks like something straight out of the deep sea. They even call it the Twilight Zone fish.
That nickname fits perfectly.
Right.
And seeing one washed up, especially looking so intact, that's the really unusual part.
Yeah.
I mean, these guys usually hang out in the mesopelagic zone. We're talking deep.
How deep are we talking?
Think between roughly 650 feet and, well, over 3,000 feet down. It's dark, immense pressure, totally different world.
Right. So finding one on the sand is definitely not an everyday thing. A beachgoer found it, right? And the Seaside Aquarium folks got there pretty quick.
Yeah, they secured it, which is great for science, honestly. It gives us a chance to really look at this mystery creature.
Oh, so let's paint a picture. It's got this long kind of eel-like body, you said.
But then there's this massive dorsal fin, like a sail. Makes it look pretty menacing.
And the head. I heard about the mouth. Big gaping jaw.
Oh, yeah. And filled with these really sharp, curved teeth. Add in these, like, unblinking eyes. It definitely has that sea monster vibe.
It sounds like it. Even the scientific name Alepisaurus means scaleless lizard.
Yep. Captures that sort of ancient prehistoric look, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They haven't really changed the way, say, tuna or salmon have. They look old.
So hangs out deep, looks scary, prefers warmer waters mostly.
Generally, yeah. But they do migrate. NOAA actually says they've been found way up north, like even in the Bering Sea.
Wow, that's quite a trip from warmer waters.
It is. Shows they can cover some serious ground, or water, I guess. And they're apex predators down there, you know. Top of the heap in their environment.
Right. So what are they eating in that darkness? Got to be tough finding food.
Well, that's one of the fascinating things we can learn from finds like this.
And I heard you wouldn't want to eat one yourself. Something about the flesh.
Oh, definitely not. Reports say it's really watery, kind of gelatinous, not appealing at all.
Huh. So not commercially fished, which maybe explains why we know, like, so little about them.
That's probably a big part of it, yeah. But their digestion, it's quite slow.
Okay. And that helps us how?
Well, it means when we do find one, like this specimen, whatever ate recently, might still be relatively identifiable in its stomach.
Oh, I see. Like a little time capsule of its last meals?
Exactly. This one had remains of squid, octopus, even some whole fish were found inside.
Wow. So that tells you a lot about the whole deep sea food web, doesn't it?
Absolutely. It helps us figure out what else lives down there, how they interact, and potentially how things like, say, El Nino or La Nina, you know, those big climate patterns, might be shifting things around in the deep ocean by affecting food availability.
Okay, that makes sense. But then there's the darker side. I read something about cannibalism.
Ah, yes.
Yeah.
That's another, let's say, unsettling aspect. They have been known to be cannibalistic.
Seriously? Like feeding frenzies on each other?
There were reports of that, yeah. Attacking and eating other lancetfish. Sometimes they even injure themselves in the process. It sounds pretty chaotic.
Why would they do that? Just lack of other food or?
It could be opportunistic feeding in an environment where food is scarce or patchy. You know, survival of the fittest taken to an extreme. When you encounter potential food, even if it's your own species, you might just take the chance. It highlights how tough life can be down there.
Man. And trying to keep one alive sounds impossible. The Seaside Aquarium said they've never had one last more than an hour.
Yeah, they're just not built for our surface world.
Yeah.
Their bodies are adapted for that immense pressure.
Right.
Bringing them up is just too much of a shock. The pressure change is catastrophic for their physiology. And recreating those deep sea conditions accurately in, like a tank, it's incredibly difficult, maybe impossible with current tech.
So finding this one mostly intact on the beach. It really is a big deal for researchers. A dream come true for fish nerds, as Tiffany Booth from the aquarium put it.
Totally. It's a rare window. You can do detailed anatomical studies, really see how its body works. You can get that direct evidence of diet from the stomach. And crucially, you can get genetic samples.
Ah, okay. To see how they fit into the bigger evolutionary picture.
Precisely. Understanding their history, their relationships to other species, it all helps piece together the puzzle of life at the deep sea, a place we still know so little about.
It's cool that the aquarium actually has another one, right, from the 90s, preserved and mounted.
Yeah, it's a great reminder that these, well, slightly terrifying looking things, are a normal part of our planet's ecosystem, just one we rarely encounter.
And it's worth saying again, right? Despite looking like a monster, the fish itself washed up like that wasn't any danger to people on the beach.
Not at all. It was already deceased. Its appearance there was likely just natural causes, maybe currents, maybe illness. It wasn't like an attack from the deep or anything.
Okay, so let's kind of pull this together. We've got this super rare find, a big longnose lancetfish, this Twilight Zone creature, showing up unexpectedly on an Oregon beach.
Mm-hmm. Looks prehistoric, perfectly built for the extreme deep sea.
And because this one was in such good shape, it's a goldmine for scientists. Lets them study its body, its diet from stomach contents.
Yeah, and learn more about that whole hidden deep sea world and how it works, maybe even how it's changing.
It really drives home how much we don't know about the oceans. This one fish washes up and suddenly sheds light on this whole mysterious environment.
It really does. It shows how interconnected everything is, too. What happens deep down can sometimes, surface quite literally. And it hints that changes in climate or currents could have effects we can't easily predict in those depths.
Makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other absolutely bizarre, maybe kind of monstrous-looking things are swimming around down there in the dark?
Exactly. There's still so much unexplored territory beneath the waves.
Yeah. What else is down there waiting? That's a pretty compelling thought.
Comment your thoughts on this super rare find on Oregon Beach. Thanks.